This look is sponsored by the Asda menswear department. I saw an autumnal coloured shirt with foxes on it and I had to buy it, so. Hi everyone! I have literally just woken up from a nap and my brain isn't functioning. I don't even know why I'm giving you that information because it's not like I am a functional human at any other point, but you know, whatever. Today I'm here with a book haul. I didn't do a haul in August because I was well behaved in August and I think I bought one book and then I did accumulate like 2 or 3 I was sent or given, and then September happened and I just bought, I didn't buy that many books. I'm not counting. I have books to show you, so I guess we're gonna get into it. That's kind of how these things work. I'm not going to do them like in order. I'm not going to be like, this is what I got in August and in September and blah blah blah. They're just in a pile right behind me, which is also why we have changed location, where I'm filming a little bit further forward than usual. But I like it because you can see my little ghosty garland. Oh my god, that's so cute, ghosty garland. Anyway, let's get some books. So the first book, this is going to be like a little mystery for me because I just pulled the book from behind me. The first book that we have is The Executioner's Daughter by Jane Hardstaff. Why did I buy this? Oh, I think this is one I got because it was in a charity shop and there was like an offer, like 3 for 2 on books, and I had 2, so the guy was like, you may as well get another one. I was like, oh, okay, this one sounds decent. But something about danger and riverbank. I don't know, I'm assuming it's about a daughter of an executioner and historical. And now I have it. I know, I just unhauled a shitload of books and I'm buying books I don't even know about. It's fine. Then we have Fractured by Megan Miranda. I grabbed this because the author's name rung a bell. I don't know if it's Books and Lala's read them, or I know people on BookTube have read Megan Miranda, and it was short and it's kind of spooky. It's about a girl who almost died, or she did die, but then she comes alive. A page-turning read that will send chills down your spine. It's October, it's autumn, it is spooky season, so I bought it. Next is, oh, I should have 2 of these. Yes. I have Social Suicide, I don't fucking know, Social Suicide and Deadly Cool by Gemma Halliday. The more I look at these, the more I'm like, why, Emma, this sounds like absolute garbage. But they were American floppy paperbacks in a charity shop, so I was like, I need them. Basically, it's about a girl at high school and there's a murder or something and she wants to solve it, but I think it's got like a cheesy romance, or like her boyfriend's involved, and it's probably gonna make me sick. So it'll be quite a fun reading vlog. I should do that. Oh no, that, you know, just piss everyone off, like, well, you read a book you know that you're gonna like. Well, who knows, might like it. Then I picked up This Is Going to Hurt by Adam Kay. This is non-fiction because intellectual. Now, I've heard a lot about this. Maybe this was the one that I got in the 3 for 2. Fuck knows. Who knows what I done? I can't remember. Focus, please. It probably works. I think it's my eyes that aren't working. But this is a non-fiction about a doctor. I don't fucking know, I just bought a book. I found a gorgeous second-hand bookstore down in Blackpool in September and they had a foreign language section. So you know that I ran to the French part. There's my face. Oh shit, and then dropped it. Oops, that's not good. Don't do that, Emma. So I ran to the foreign language section to look at French books and I found this beautiful edition of Les Contemplations, or Les Contemplations, by Victor Hugo. Hugo. My French accent is non-existent. And the guy, he only charged me £1. I was like, sorry, what? It is, I don't even know. It's the contemplations, the thoughts, the something. But it's Victor Hugo en français, so I needed it. The guy was like, you know it's in French. And I was like, oui. Can't read it, but yeah, I want it. So yeah, that's just gonna add to my Victor Hugo collection. So my mum picked me up I Am Not a Number by Lisa Heathfield. She was away camping and they had like a book swap or like a charity book donation, I don't know. She came home with the book for me. Well, she sent me a picture of the books and I was like, I want that one. But Lisa Heathfield is an author. I've read one book from them and I liked the book, but it didn't quite go where I wanted it to. But she writes the sort of darker type of books. So this one is about basically a sort of communist party, I think it is. And this girl ends up in a prison camp. So it's that sort of dark kind of story, and they are a little bit light, which sounds really stupid. It's a light, dark story. It's sort of like, they're kind of like the darker, gritty books that you would maybe give to a younger reader who's just getting into that. So they're not like, from what I've read of like all one of her books, it's not really dark and disturbing, which is probably why I found it really like disappointing in a way, because I love a good disturbing book. Really outing myself as a psychopath here. But yeah, we'll see what this one's like. What am I talking about? Next I have Kid Got Shot by Simon Mason. This is the sequel to Running Girl by Simon Mason, which is a book that I read way back when it came out. I have an arc of it somewhere in my wardrobe, I think. Really enjoyed it. It's a sort of, well, it is a crime mystery book. The main character, Garvey, is kind of like a Sherlock type character. And at Yalc, I got my hands on an arc of the third book, so I was like, I need the second one, so I bought it. I have a very vague recollection of picking this book up. I don't know where I got it. I'm assuming it was a charity shop. But I have Chains by Laurie Halse Anderson, and I bought it because I've met Laurie Halse Anderson at BookCon. I also really quite like this cover. I've got a thing for, oh, that's probably why I bought it in hardcover, because it's got a design under it. But this is historical fiction, and I want to say it's about slavery, but I don't know, I just saw the author's name and was like, I'm gonna buy that, because that is how I roll. I have The Taking of Annie Thorne by CJ Tudor, who is the author of The Chalk Man. I was in Waterstones, and because the paperbacks just came out, this was reduced to £8, and it's a signed copy. So I enjoyed The Chalk Man, but I didn't absolutely adore it. But I did like CJ Tudor's writing and their style, so I've picked this one up to see, you know, how the writing's changed over a second book. I don't know what words are. I done a car boot sale a few weeks ago with my mum, and I was trying to sell books, which I did. I managed to get rid of some books. But I also bought some books, one of them being Cracked Up to Be by Courtney Summers. If you know me and my reading tastes, you are probably thinking, Emma, it's not really you. Like, it's clearly a sort of sporty high school situation, but I'm a sucker for an American paperback, and it was like 50p. It's also short, but the back, I did read the back before deciding whether to get it. I didn't just pick it up. I did look and think, would this be intriguing? And there is something that has happened. This main character has apparently done something horrible, or might have done something horrible. So I think it's going to be more mysterious than romancy. Listen, I'm just trying to make up excuses for my bad decisions in life. Also at that car boot, I picked up this freaking gorgeous hardcover of Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I've already read this book in paperback. I have the original trilogy in paperback, but this is gorgeous. Like, I couldn't leave it. I just couldn't do it. I needed to have it. Again, poor financial choices on my part, but it was pretty. I think my most exciting acquirement, is that a book? Is that a book? Fuck off, Emma. Is that a word? Oh, I'm going back to bed after this. Don't worry, don't worry. I think my absolute favourite book that I got in the last 2 months isn't even a book, if we're being really pedantic about it. But I have Harley in the Sky by Kemi Dawn Bowman. I know you're like, Emma, that looks like a book. It's not, it's a manuscript. It's a bound manuscript. It's different, okay? It's different. And my collector's heart is screaming that I have this. I go on about this book all the time these days, and I'm going to keep going on about it for the next 6 months. If you haven't seen my previous video, I am part of the Harley in the Sky street team. I am also hosting the October challenge, so if you're quick and watching this pretty much when it comes out, if you get your ass over to that video, I'll link it below, you can also do that tag, or you don't have to do the tag, but you can basically be entered into a giveaway to win a pre-order of this book and some gorgeous art cards. If it's after October 2019, I'm sorry you missed out, but if you haven't read this yet, you should still go and do that if it's out. If it's not, then just wait and then get it. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But this book is so fucking good. It's about a girl in a circus, and it's just... that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. Finally, I have these 3 books. Obviously, there are probably some I've forgotten about because that's just how I roll. My book budgeting, buying spreadsheet is not doing so well because I keep forgetting to add things in, but it's fine. It just looks like I spent less money on books. But these are all by the same author, and I don't think you'll be surprised. There's actually one downstairs, so I was gonna say I have a copy of The Wrong Side of Kai by Estelle Mascom, but I actually have, well, I have 3, but I got 2 copies in the last few months. So I have 2 finished copies of The Wrong Side of Kai. One of them is downstairs. It's the one I pre-ordered back in January and forgot about until the day before it came. This is the one that I got at the brunch, which is signed. And this is honestly such a freaking good book. And I know nobody believes me. They're like, Emma, it's Estelle, you're going to say it's good whether it's not. But I am telling you, I freaking love this book. Such a fun book. 2 characters basically team up to get revenge on another character, and a lot of pranks ensue and some romance, and I just love it. So after the brunch, we all headed back to the Ink Road black and white offices because Estelle had some books to sign, and my lovely Yana gave me a copy of Did I Mention I Miss You in Spanish. This also came with like a little phone case, like, you know those like bands that people put around their arms and put their phone in when they go running? One of those. But yeah, this will just be added to my collection. My Mascom shelf is gonna have to move because it's on a small shelf and there's way more books on it than there should be. And the last book I have, this just makes me so happy. So Estelle has a French fan account run by a girl called Marie, who I have I have spoken to a lot over the years, and I love her so much. And she knows how much I wanted a French copy of Dare to Fall. So when Estelle was in Paris for an event, Marie gave her a copy of Sur le Fil to give to me, and not only did she give me a French copy of the book for me to add to my collection, she gave me this gorgeous art print of Notre Dame. We had a bit of a bonding moment over Notre Dame going on fire, and she knows like how upset it made me. And Marie, thank you so much. I love you. J'adore. Merci beaucoup. Little things like that just make me so happy. Like, she didn't have to do that, and she did. So those are all of the books that I got in the last 2 months. Usually my next video would be my wrap up, but I only read 2 books in September, and I just don't feel that that's worth making its own video. So when I make my October wrap up, I will also mention the 2 books from September. So it looks like my next video will also be a haul because my birthday's on Friday, and you guys have been sending me packages and I'm really fucking emo about it. I'm not coping. Like, some of these packages have been here for 3 weeks and I am just a wreck because I did not think people liked me that much. So I will be unboxing those for you so you can see my reactions and my probable crying. Side note, if you haven't sent me anything, like, don't feel like you need to or that you should have. I only shared my wish list because it's kind of like the done thing, and a couple people asked me to, so I am not looking forward to filming that video because I am just gonna be a wreck. I might be able to hold it together, who knows. So yeah, I look forward to Emmanovella having a breakdown live-ish on her channel later this week. And I guess I'll see you then. Bye!